Hey, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. This is the Photography Lounge. Grab your coffee, grab your drink, sit down, and let's talk photography, videography. What do you guys cover? What do you use for equipment? What do you use for post-processing? That's what this channel is going to be about. Just a community that we can all join, have great conversation with each other about troubleshooting, new stuff that somebody just got and how it works, and just talk photography. I know through the day, through the week, I don't have many people that I can talk photography with. I listen to a ton of podcasts, watch a ton of videos, but I got to keep it all in myself here, and I just want to talk to people about shooting pictures. That's what I want to do here. So if that's something that you guys think you're interested in, hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and that bell down there so we won't miss any discussions we have in the future here. So, where do we start? I guess we could start in my background, where I came from, what I do now. My name's John Zachary, by the way, and I got into photography in high school, like 1983, 84. A buddy of mine had a camera, Canon AE1 film camera, and I thought it was pretty cool, so we took a class at BOCES on taking pictures and how to use a camera, and in the darkroom, developing on our own images in the darkroom from the negatives to the prints. So first camera was a Minolta X700 my parents bought me with a 50mm lens, and that's where it all started. I just started shooting pictures of everything, obviously, like we all do. I was on fire for it, and a friend of mine was racing race cars at a dirt track, so I'd go with him anyway. So I'd take my camera, and I was in the infield, and I just started taking pictures of him racing and the action for the night. So my love is auto racing, motorsports. So the two combined was a great way of learning how to take pictures. As that went on, I ended up getting a dark room, building a dark room in my house, my parents' house. And I was developing my own black and white film and prints. And I was fortunate enough to shoot for Gator Racing News, which was a big racing paper in this area, Central New York. I was like 18 years old. Went and talked to them about covering some events for them, and they gave me a credentials pass for the season, a couple seasons actually. And that's where I started, just going to these local tracks, shooting pictures with film. So I was doing, maybe 60 images a night. I'd go home that night, develop my film, make some prints, send them out the next morning to them, and hopefully I made the paper. So that was pretty awesome. I loved that. So I did that for a few years with them. I was rolling my own film. I'd bought 400 speed black and white Tri-X film, rolled my own canisters. Along the way, I hooked up with a studio in town that covered weddings. So they hired me to be like a second shooter at weddings, and I learned a lot there. Weddings are pretty cool. It's kind of like shooting a race. You got to be there. You got to be ready for anything to happen. Of course, you get your regular shots that you plan on, but things happen during the event that you got to be ready for. So it's like a lot of problem solving. I think it helps learn the camera and understand how to capture light. I did that for, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 years, and then I got married, had children, so my photography was kind of put on the back burner for a while, which is cool. And then when my kids grew up, my daughter was graduating high school, and I'm like, man, I'd really like to shoot some pictures of the graduation. So I looked into buying a camera. I bought a Canon 50D with the kit lens. I think it was a 18 to 135 or something like that. Pretty cool lens. The camera was awesome. I loved it. Digital, though. Totally different for me. Digital. Last I shot was film. So, got that. Started shooting. Had a lot to learn. Big learning curve. It's all capturing light, f-stop, ISO, shutter speed, of course. But digitally, it's just different. So I just trudged through it, man. Just started shooting, making mistakes, learning from my mistakes, talking to other people, watching videos, shooting high school sports, which is awesome to do because the lighting's terrible and you got to problem solve again to figure out how to make this happen. there I was, right in the middle of photography again, shooting again. Got the gist of the camera, got the gist of what I wanted to do. I found Lightroom, fellow photographer. He showed me Lightroom, and I started editing in there because I didn't know where to edit my pictures. It wasn't like I had a darkroom. It was all new to me. What a learning curve there. Taught myself how to do it, you know, again, just relearn everything again. Found myself going to races again with a camera, just like I did when I was 18, 19. So I went to some flat track motorcycle races, Square Deal Riders. They took me on to be the track photographer, which has been awesome. It's been 8 years with them now, I think it is. Maybe 9 years. I'm not sure how long it's been. So there I was again in the track, in the infield, shooting pictures just like I was, 30 years ago. And I just love it. I just absolutely love it. So I had my 50D. Wanted to get a second camera because I started shooting some weddings. So I got the Canon 7D. I got a 70 to 200 2.8 L lens. It was awesome. Great lens. So I did most of my events with that. I had a fast 50 lens for them Canon cameras too. So I shot them 4 or 5 years. And then this mirrorless thing hit, which we all know about that, right? Especially with the latest news with all the new mirrorless cameras. So that kind of piqued my interest, and I love gear, so I just like new cameras. So I looked at the Fuji X-E1. It was all black. I got that with the kit lens, the 18 to 55, which is a fantastic kit lens. I started using that as like a second camera. I sold my 50D, so I had my 7D and my X-E1 Fuji. And it had its quirks. It wasn't as fast, but I was determined I was going to make it work. Shot that as a second camera, stills, and just no action stuff with that. Then the Xe2 came out, which I have here, which was a great camera, a lot better than the Xe1. So then I started shooting more sports with this thing. More and more. And then the XT1, Fuji's XT1 was released. And I'm like, alright, I'm going all in. So I sold all my Canon stuff, all of it. I'm in Fuji 100%. Got that camera, had the XT2 for my backup. I got the 55 to 200 lens. I got the 35 1.4 plus the 1855. Still had my flashes and stuff that work on these cameras here, my Canon flashes, so I use those. And that's where I am today. I have the X Pro 2. Beautiful, gorgeous, my dream camera. Here it is. It's what I shoot every day. I shoot motorsports with this all the time. My Xe2, I got the X100T and the XT1 still. My son uses the XT1. As I'm using the X Pro 2, he shoots with me at these events, and it works out well. I love them. So nowadays I'm shooting motorsports still, flat track motorcycles, race cars. I shoot for a magazine, Apex magazine, write for them as well. And I use all Fuji, like I said. And I'll do some family portraits and weddings and stuff here and there, but mainly it's motorsports. That's what I love. Enough about me. What do you guys do? What do you guys shoot? What do you shoot with? What struggles do you have with the equipment you're using? Do you think you need to upgrade? Do you don't believe in upgrading? Just use your camera that you have until it's done. You can't improve anymore on that. So yeah, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys shoot and what you shoot with and what you think the future of still photography is. I'm not sure where it's going. I know we're always going to need still pictures, but with the new phones, the new smartphones like the iPhone, man, these things are pretty incredible. My son and I at races, we do some phone photography and see who can get the best images with their phone with these cars going by at 130 mile an hour. Not easy, but it's possible. So it's pretty cool. I think that might be the future. Definitely mirrorless is here to stay. It's not a fad like a lot of people thought. DSLRs, I'm sure, are going to be here for a while, but I think they will find their way on the other side of the spectrum for cameras, gear. What about video? I know that bad word, video. The red button on our camera. How many people have pushed it? How many people have used that? I know I never did. Never, ever. If I wanted video, I'd get my phone out, get a little video. But guess what? I'm shooting video. Video is awesome. I love it. I think that's where it's at. Look at YouTube here. YouTube is blowing up. Look at all your social media places all do video now, and that's what people watch. People don't read anything anymore. They don't take time to read, to scroll through anything. They want to see a quick video, get the information they wanted, and move on. Video, I think, is the future. So what do we do about that? Do we just hold on and be stubborn and keep shooting stills and heck with the video? I say no. I say let's shoot video as well. And you can create a video or a project that uses both stills and videos. And all video is it's just a ton of still pictures. 24, 30, 60, 120 frames per second. So you still got to do the same thing. You got to get good light. You got to problem solve. You got to figure out how to get your images that look good. Your video that look good. Sound, you got to throw sound in the video. That's another thing, sound. Like I'm using a Rode mic here on my camera. Hopefully it sounds good. We'll see. If not, I'll have to make changes. But sound, you gotta incorporate that. Editing, new animal, man, new animal. Like Premiere Pro and all that. That stuff is real high end stuff. To me, I get scared. It's not that bad once you get into it, but it's like woo. So it's like this whole new animal. Which, if you're into learning stuff, it's fun to do. I'm using LumaFusion on my iPad Pro, 12.9 inch. It's great for video. It's what I edit all my videos in on YouTube here. You can check out a link below to my videos. Yeah, I think video is where it's at. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I have a lot to learn, a ton to learn. My videos are just, I'm not saying, they're just videos. I'm just trying to cover events, put some bunch of stuff together with some music. That's another, that's tough as heck to find good music. Just, dang, I like it because it's a challenge, but it's not easy. So yeah, video. What do you guys think? I like it. You guys shoot video? You guys push that red button on your camera? Or is that all you shoot? Did you get rid of your still cameras and just shooting video? I know I bought a camcorder to shoot video with the zoom, and I think it's a good way to go. I know your mirrorless cameras do both, like the Fuji X-T3 is awesome stills and video. The new Sony A7 III full frame, great video, 4K video. Nikon just released their Z6 and Z7 cameras, mirrorless, and Canon with their EOS R for video. But you need stabilization. There's just a lot to it that to make a good video. And I don't know if I'm making good videos or not. I'm making so-so videos, but I just got a lot to learn with editing and how to think about covering an event. You need B-roll. You need to get this angle, this angle, this angle, and put it all together. 2-3 cameras together with sound. And so it's tough. What do you guys think? Let me know below what you guys think about video. Have you tried it? What are you using for a camera? What are you using for editing? Microphones. What's your gear? Do you find it really tough? Do you struggle with it, or do you find it easy? Give me some hints and helpful hints down below on how to make things easier, because I could use it. I love editing, but I get to a certain point, it's like, I don't know if I dare try that. I don't know if and I think that's what we need to do is stretch ourselves with the editing process. But is over-editing too much? Do people want an overproduced image or video, or they just want to see the event, the coverage, basic, move on to the next thing? Like Facebook Live with their phone, somebody at a race. Is that cool, or do you want to see behind the scenes, and what do you want to see? So that's what I want to do here on Photography Lounge, is all this I just discussed. Hopefully I didn't go too long here on what I do and how I got into it, but I just wanted you guys to know where I'm at and where I came from, and I want to know where you guys came from, where you're at now. So just let me know. Send me some images. Send me some links to your videos. I'd love to check it out and see what you guys are doing, and maybe I can learn from it, which would be awesome, because I just want to create, and that's what I do, is create. That's why I'm making this channel. I get to create this Photography Lounge YouTube channel. I don't know how often I'm going to do videos, a couple times a week, once a week, we'll see. But I want your feedback on what you guys want to talk about. You guys want to talk about the new cameras that come out, because we could talk about them for days, just like YouTube's full of all this stuff. What about the new iPad that just come out? The new iPad Pro. It's supposed to be super fast, no home button. We'll geek out on that stuff because that's what I use. I got an iMac here, but I don't use it a lot. I like the mobile. I like the quick and easy, quick and dirty way of doing things here. So I don't want to get all involved in tons of super editing and Photoshop. I just want to take some good images, shoot some good video clips, put them all together, give it my little touch, my taste, and send it out for people to enjoy. And that's what I like enjoying too on YouTube and different social media platforms, is people's creative, how they're creating stuff and how they're doing it. And if there's somebody at a race that does a video, I'll watch the whole thing. A car show, I watch their car shows because I want to see the cool cars. I want to see how they do the video for the car shows as well. So I get a little bit of everything out of these videos. So I try to support these guys. I subscribe to them. I try to talk to them. Leave comments below and get involved with those guys. So if we could do the same thing here. Let me see what else I have in my notes here. So yeah, I just want to talk about what you shoot. Do you shoot video? Do you shoot stills? What equipment you use? What do you do for post-processing? Do you do both? Where do you see yourself in the future? Do you have goals you want to do? I do. I have goals. I want to cover events, some magazines and some online sites of motorsports and car shows. I'd love to have somebody call me up and say, "Hey, will you go cover this event for me?" And I can give them some stills and video, and they can give them to their fans or their what do I want to call it? Their customers, So that's where I'm at. Again, I shoot Fujis. This here, I got my XE2, got a mic on it. My 35mm, I'm just shooting all black and white video. Do some B-roll with this thing. Just have it with me when something comes up. I'll shoot a little clip and just keep it aside. I can use that stuff for later, Music. What do you guys use for royalty-free music? I don't know how many videos I put up and the music's supposed to be royalty-free and no copyright. Boom, I get up there, I get a copyright hit against me. It's like, come on. I'm not making money at this, but it's like, so where do you guys get your music and your cool music, and how do you pick what music to go with your videos? That's brutal. I just had a comment on my other channel the other day that he said he loved my video, but the background music was horrible. Like, all right, that I understand if you don't like it, that's cool, but I just don't. I'm trying to learn that part of it too. So if you guys could give me some hints and tips and links and what are you guys using for music and how you guys do it, that would be awesome. So I think I'm going to cut this off right now. I really appreciate you guys stopping into the Photography Lounge. This is episode 1. I'm going to read your comments, and we'll see what the next episode 2 is going to be about. We'll dive into this thing together and see what comes out the other end. So again, thanks for stopping in. Share links below. Give me some images of what you guys are shooting and what you guys cover. And I hope to see you soon. Hope you stop into the Photography Lounge again. Have a good day. Take care.